I don't need headphones today. On second thought, I might actually still need these tomorrow. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I am super sick today, and it sucks to be sick when you're a musician. I had to cancel 2 writes, I couldn't finish my own mix because my ears are so congested, and I definitely cannot sing right now. Could somebody get my grandpa to read me a book and maybe some chicken noodle soup, please? But the fact that I can barely hear right now got me thinking, could I make a song with the speakers off? Beethoven composed some of his greatest works when he was completely deaf. I'm gonna see if a random indie artist in 2026 can compete with Beethoven in 1806. I do not feel good, but I'm excited for this experiment. I've always kind of wanted to do it, and I realized how many limitations there are, because I was about to pick up a guitar and then I realized I can hear the guitar, and so that doesn't really count. I'm gonna have to use this MIDI keyboard. Got my monitors turned off. We'll see how it goes. BPM is just gonna be vibes based because I can't really tell. I'm like visually watching the notches in Logic. I'm gonna play it safe and play in the key of C. We're pretty close to the grid. Now for drums. I don't know what the kick is gonna sound like. This is the kick I've used in the past. Let's hope that it makes sense for whatever we're doing here. Okay, I'm thinking like a... I probably want more of like a rim-shotty snare. I have no idea which ones are good. Beethoven knew what a piano sounded like. He also knew what each orchestral instrument sounded like before he went deaf. When I'm working with samples, I have no idea what kind of kick drum this is, what kind of rim shot this is, although I have so much more software and technology to help me. This is actually really interesting. When I don't hear the metronome and I'm just following my own internal sense, I always rush the beat. I'm learning about myself. Hi-hat. Just based on how quick this hi-hat is, I'm gonna assume that it's one of the trappy sounding ones. And this we'll just do eighth notes. And okay, I was behind like the entire time. Oh well. So we have a very basic beat. We've got some chords going. Now I want to layer in some higher synth elements. Let's go to Serum for that. I know I usually like the sound of this secret sign preset. Do, so, re, do, so, ti, do. Do, a deer, a female deer. Solfege is probably the one useful thing I actually took away from music school. Visually, I can see that it's louder than the pads, so I'm gonna turn it down so that they're more blended. Time for some bass. I know what this preset sounds like, so I'm gonna try something with this. Oh, did I? Wait, I think I played the wrong note. This should be an F. Close call, close call. Okay, F, E, okay. Here's a challenge. I actually don't know what any of these leads sound like. Game Boy Color, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit crunchy, which I don't know, maybe that'll make it a nice lead sound. Let's see what transient response it has. It looks like the note sustains when I play it. Maybe like some percussion elements that are slightly off the beat. Let's go to sounds I've used before. That way there's at least a remote chance that I know what it's gonna sound like. This one seems short. It says dry on it, so I'm gonna assume it's kind of just like a blunk. I'm thinking like using these perks as little fills. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't play any notes on an instrument to get a reference pitch for singing, so I've got this guitar tuner app. I'm gonna sing until I can find C. Okay, that's gotta be the pitch. Because if is D, then must be C. So based on that, I'm gonna try to keep that pitch in my head and come up with a melody. Yeah, I got a son. Okay, let's do lyrics for a second. In the silence, I can see your face in the dark of my heart, yeah. Ooh, listen in front of you that you left on my brain, on my soul, on my heart. I can't hear the metronome, I can't hear the instruments, I just have to hope that my pitch is close enough and hope that I'm in rhythm with the song. I hear your voice in the silence, 'Cause ooh, there's an imprint of you. Okay, let's hope that this is gonna work. I'm gonna put some plugins on it and just kind of take a shot in the dark for mixing. So I'm turning on my monitors here. I'm gonna listen to each layer at a time. Here's our chords, electric piano. It's giving Paris in the Rain by Lauv. That's fine. Okay, let's see how these bells sound. That's exactly what I expected. So, okay, so far I think this is working. Lead. Oh, that hurts. The tone is not exactly what I expected. I'm just gonna turn it down. This isn't cheating, right? This is just about the volume. I'm not changing any notes. I'm just turning it down. Let's see how the bass pans out. Let's hear the drums. Okay. That was as expected. This is fine. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's hear how these vocals sound. I hear your voice in the silence. I see your face in the dark. This is the final listen through, the official Beethoven test to see if I can make a fire beat without being able to hear it. That lead sound is so bad. I hear your voice in the silence. I see your face in the dark. That's pretty locked in. Been so long since I kissed your lips, but I can still taste the sparks. It's slightly behind. Ooh, there's an imprint of you that you left on my brain, on my soul, on my heart. Ooh, now the vacancy's killing me. Yeah, I'm falling apart. It's actually okay. You know what? You can definitely hear that I was sick when I sang it. Besides the lead sound being absolutely horrible, I think everything else kind of worked out. Everything is in key with each other, which was the biggest deal. The vocals are slightly off, but like it's close enough. Maybe Beethoven was onto something. Like he chose it, like... I can see how Beethoven was still able to be one of the greatest composers of all time, even without being able to hear. Just using his music theory, intuition, and how things felt, I can see a pathway to how somebody could get there. Well, that low-key went a lot better than I expected. If you feel the same, well, you know what to do. Let me know if you like this beat or if I should leave it in 1806. Peace.